Alright, so how y'all doing boys? Hope you're doing well. Now today we have brand new patch notes for the JP version, and was definitely not expecting an OC update. I mean, I feel like everyone was, expecting, something to go along with the new bird raid. I mean, that is kind of all the craze at the moment, and I don't know, I wasn't expecting this to say, but we are getting a brand new Ocean Empress EASTIN and Blade in the Dark Mono now. Definitely excited. They definitely look like good characters, on paper at least. Everything, could look good on paper, but in theory, in practice it has to do well. But here they are. Here, this is a new EASTIN we are getting, so, none of the costumes will transfer. You have to buy the new ones, but for the mono, we do, this is, the same mono we've had previously, but here we go. So new update, new costumes here. I'm a super big fan of them. If we actually hop over to here, actually you can see the two new ones, but really like this red one. The white one, I'm trying to think, I believe reminds me a lot of EASTIN. I'm pretty sure that's the right character I'm thinking of, but I know this one also reminds me of a character. I'm just trying to think of who it is, but definitely am a big fan of the costumes. Unfortunately, didn't bring, no new costumes to the mono, but that is all right. But if we scroll down here a little bit, where is it? Actually, just jump right over here. We have the new banner, and honestly, the art for these two characters looks absolutely sick. Like, I'm a huge fan of mono. I mean, unfortunately, she hasn't got any of the best iterations in the game, and especially since her this is her third character now, and when her original 2 came out, I wasn't really spending money on the game, so I haven't really got to play her a whole bunch, but hopefully this new one, has some form of content that she's really good in, and the EASTIN looks really good. But if we jump right down here, it is a 600 diamond pickup. The banner units are actually down here, so I do believe we have the blue EASTIN here, I believe this is one of the other monos. I don't know why it's just called Human Weapons, but Lily of Desire, I do believe we had the red and the blue Lilia in this one. Knock 2 Valenti, which is nice. I mean, I feel like she's going to be the only real good base character in the summons. Red Roxy here, green Shin, the red Camilla, which everyone's finding really weird that, we only have one Camilla, and instead they're giving us our third mono. I do understand, it does seem really strange, but it's whatever. And we have the green Valenti here, so not the craziest banner. I mean, it'd be ridiculous, and they would never give us the blue Valenti back again. Oh, not the blue Valenti. It was, who did we just get as the blue Roxy? Sorry, they'd never give us the blue Roxy instead of the red one, but here we go. 600 gems, as I said before. They are giving us tickets, which is nice. I was hoping this would be one of those. One of the ones where you have to do the 230 gems, where you get the free multi twice in the rotation. I mean, I do know they do usually do this for the original characters, but it's whatever. I do believe they are actually giving out a free EASTIN, just like they have done for the, what's his name, Cusack, where it's if you pull him, you can do the mission and get the free dupe, which is nice. I would like them, to see them do that a little bit more, but I do believe if you have a friend that's summoned for the character, you can just use theirs and do the mission 3 times, but we'll have to see. I haven't actually tried that out in practice yet, but going back to this main page here, what else have we got? Kind of just a bunch of crap. Can't really read. New artifact packs, which is really nice. They have, said they're looking to give out a bunch more artifact packs, because I know there's a lot of people out there that just haven't had even any SSR character cards yet, which is understandable. I do like that they've kept, the system free to play. Definitely a shame they didn't with the Holy Relic system. Heaps and heaps of people are mad about that, but or Sacred Objects, sorry, as they're called in the patch notes here, but new card packs, I'm definitely missing a fair few, and it's there is one that's actually one of the pack combos. It's crucial to getting the new bird raid done, but that's alright. New sacred artifacts. Now, we have got 3 more of them. One of them, 2 of them are for the new EASTIN and mono, which is expected. They will be rolling it out like Yuagi. They give, the new character their, a weapon or artifact, and then they give, random ones to the other ones, but thank God they're only doing 3 characters. In the first update they did, I think it was 7 or 8, which is alright. They only did really 2 good characters, but so I think we have the translations over here actually. Yeah, so these are the previous ones, and here are the 3 new ones. So getting one for Escanor, which it doesn't look extremely crazy. Put it on another character, it would be fairly mediocre, but for the fact that it's on Escanor, reads out, ignores 30% of enemies' defense when using skills in PvP, applies before skill activation. So being Escanor, his passive gives him all the he's an insanely good DPS character, and really all the what's the words I'm looking for? All like, you know, the viability he needs is in that debuff removal passive, like turn 3 and 4, just completely immune. And the fact that, you know, the only real thing stopping him from being a monster is the fact that his crit chance is so terrible, or at least, you know, enemies' crit resistance is so high. But hopefully, I mean, if this ignores 30% defense, also counts for defense related stats, he will be absolutely insane. But looks like it is going to be only for defense, which makes sense, but would definitely be a good buff for him. I mean, considering, you know, no one really bought the pack last time, I'm guessing that's why they gave it to Escanor. Don't really understand, you know, them giving artifacts to all the good characters right off the bat. You think, you know, they'd give them to some of like the R characters and the SRs and whatnot and try and build up to them, but that's alright. EASTIN's one here increases the hero's own attack by 10% of all enemies attack in PvP, so definitely hers and monos look really, really good. The fact that it's all enemies is really good as well. She's looking to be crazy, on paper that is, but looking at the mono here, if the hero's attack lands a crit, applies corrosion damage equal to 20%, which, I mean, if you know she likes turn 1 crits, that can be some, like, corrosion right off the bat is an insanely strong skill, but it's as, you know, you get further into the match, it can be a little bit lackluster, but I feel like I probably shouldn't have gone over these first, but the actual character skills, here we have it, the new EASTIN, SSR Ocean Empress. So her unique is reduces the damage taken for the 7 catastrophes allies by 3% for every ultimate move gauge orb in battle. Now, here's the thing. So this is obviously, you know, PvP and PvE, but in battle, if you're versing like a boss, and let's say we're talking final boss Barn and Elaine, the Barn can have up to like 20 ultimate gauge and 3% for each one of those, and the ones on your team. Like, that is absolutely ridiculously strong. Main reason why I'm saying she looks oh so good in paper, like, it is a bit of a selfish passive in the way that it's only for, I understand it not being for all allies, should just be the best character in the game, but yeah, we'll really just have to see how it plays out and whether or not, like, you know, maybe we might have to start building 7 catastrophe teams for PvP and whatnot. But I don't know, super excited for her to come out. Her other card here inflicts damage equal to 450% on one enemy and depletes 3 ultimate gauge orbs. So same, you know, ult gauge depletion card as the, you know, Green Merlin, the new Kusark, stuff like that. We've seen a million times before, but this other card here, and is a new card, has got a new effect on it. Inflicts damage equal to 350% of damage on all enemies. Applies oxidation, for 3 turns. Basically, rank down enemy skills, and at the end of the enemy's turn, for each skill ranked down, inflicts damage equal to 30% of max HP. So kind of like a corrosion effect again, which, you know, does work really well on some of these characters like Margaret and Barn, who with their buff cards just have insanely high HP pools. But for the ultimate, does have the same one as Sigurd. She has a flood ultimate, so even at 1/6, you know, she should be able to kill most things, especially if she crits. But that's enough of the EASTIN here, and have a look at the mono now. Might I just say, the character art, like the face art for these characters, looks so nice. I'm a big fan of the mono one. But for a passive, Dark Shadow, if allies in battle are all 7 catastrophes, once again, going on this kind of full 7 catastrophes team, they might just instantly become like the new meta if, like, you know, them two together and maybe like a, I want to say Green Gotha, but, you know, you're instantly cutting out that 7 catastrophes. Maybe like a Halloween Roxy or Gamer Shin are really the only other like 2 characters, because, like, you know, usually people would use like the green EASTIN, but obviously you're using the new EASTIN or the blue EASTIN, but that's alright. If all allies in battle are 7 catastrophes, when allies receive damage from attack skills, increase all the hero's base stats by 3%, limits to 10 times, which is still 30% at max. So really good passive. I mean, off the bat, you know, she's not going to be the strongest, but we'll have to see how it works. And applies when entering battle, resets when there are others. Applies when entering battle, resets when there are other heroes on the field. So I'm guessing if you just have like a full 7 catastrophes team, that'll just basically stay active the whole time. But for her cards, inflict spike damage equal to 400% on one enemy. I believe the spike is like the triple crit damage if they're debuffed, but I wouldn't be totally sure on that one. And inflict sever damage equal to 300% of attack on all enemies. So I'm trying to think about sever. I believe that's the 3 times crit chance, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that one. And for the ultimate, inflicts damage equal to 455% on one enemy, makes target bleed for 2 turns. I can't really remember the last time we've had, you know, a character that's had a bleed ultimate. Bleed, you know, typically isn't the strongest skill, but yeah, no, strange they've given those to us. But those 2 characters, along with their holy artifacts, like, granted at the moment, you know, it is almost impossible to get one holy artifact, let alone two. You probably won't be seeing, you know, them at max potential as of yet, but heading back over to the patch notes here, yeah, that's really all they talk about. I find it's a real shame they don't actually show the banning units, especially with like the translations being a bit iffy. It can be a bit hard to tell what characters are on the banner. Personally, I'd wait to summon. The banner itself looks terrible. I mean, unless you haven't got Mark II Valentine, you're like a big fan of her. Yeah, maybe unless they're like two super top tier characters, I'd advise summoning, but at the moment, I'd say save your gems, especially since, you know, we could be getting a collaboration and not, but other than that, I mean, just a bunch of new events. They are giving us the, like, you know, more sorting options, the ability to look through the holy artifacts, and it's good to see that the holy artifacts go through every version of the character, which, you know, saves a lot of materials, kind of like Yuagia in a sense, but there we go, basically just more ways to search through characters and whatnot. And other than that, yeah, problem fixes, and that just about does it. I mean, super nice. I'm super excited for these characters. I mean, they look so good, and unfortunately, you know, Global isn't caught up to JP yet, but we will be one day, and I wish I could, you know, have a JP account still and do showcases on these characters on release, but we'll get there eventually. But I mean, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.